We are joined by the Police Public Relations Officer, Borno State Command, ASP Kenneth Nahum. Thank you so much for joining us on the news.
Yeah, thank you so much and good evening.
First, how important is this particular training and how would the authority ensure that the knowledge gained from this training by the police officers would translate into actionable change?
Thank you very much. Firstly, the Nigerian Police Force in changing its dynamics of operating the gender-based violence training that was organized by the command in collaboration with the UK Integrated Stability Fund and the Lake Chad Basin Support Framework is to enhance the capacity of investigators who are investigating cases related to sexual and gender-based violence. So this capacity building training will enhance their capacity, which we are expecting more professionalism when it comes to them addressing issues of gender-based violence.
And so what follow-up measures are in place now to ensure that the training leads to sustained improvements in how SGBV cases are actually being managed?
Currently, we are having supervision from concerned partners who are interested in cases related to sexual and gender-based violence. So, and through our crime database statistics, we noticed the uprise of issues of gender-based violence based on the peculiarity of the insurgency that happened for over a decade. So, itself will be tracked, and we'll try and see through the database if there is increase or reduce in crimes related to SGBV.
You just talked about insurgency now, and I'd like to find out what are some of even the biggest challenges faced by officers when dealing with SGBV cases in Maiduguri and by extension Borno State.
When it comes to SGBV, we know it's a very sensitive case. So there are areas of stigmatization when to have survivors who don't feel bold enough to come, having issues of delay when it comes to reporting these cases. So sometimes the survivors tend to delay before reporting, and it doesn't help us in investigating our cases because some exhibits and other examination that we would like to do may not tend to do it as promptly as it's supposed to do.
Okay, so, but then what about the insurgency that is said to be prevalent in that particular area of the state? Is that a major challenge for the police officers? And are there, ways by which those challenges can be surmounted?
Yes, it's a continuous partnership that we are having, and more sensitization, advocacy, training to the vulnerable persons. We know what state has faced by violent extremists, like I mentioned earlier, for over a decade. So this collaborative effort of trying to see that we key in with key stakeholders to mitigate the level of incidences that are being reported by sensitizing the vulnerable persons to know that they are free and there's an ample chair for them to come and report incidences of sexual gender-based violence.
All right, ASP Kenneth Nahum, thank you so much for sharing details of this training with us. We appreciate that.